Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. So, we are still here at the Murder Tribunal, which we came to impress, and, well, I would say they are sufficiently impressed now. At the very least, I would argue that what we did was more impressive than what Dolor did, for example. I mean, what did he do? He killed a bunch of unarmed civilians, and he had to paralyze them before killing them. Which, to be fair, we also did with Sarevok. But at least we didn't fight like a bunch of unarmed civilians and used some shapeshifters to help us with that. So, yeah, I would say our deed here was much more impressive. And, I mean, come on, if you make your entire existence about glorifying death and murder, then I'm sure you can appreciate the, I don't know, ironic beauty of murdering the Murder Tribunal. So, I think this was a beautiful way to handle this problem. But either way, I would like to look around this place a little bit before we continue. It looks like we have a door over here and
on my way.
A chest. So let's take a look at that.
Better than nothing.
Also, maybe heal up a little bit. I probably want to
direct me.
Take a long rest soon anyway. Yeah, I mean, I did use up quite a few of like the most powerful spell slots, so
with haste.
Before meeting Orin, we definitely should take a long rest. But first, let's see what we got here. Ooh, hyena ear. That's good because you need them for potions of speed, and I used a lot of these in the last battle, which is a bit of a caveat. I did use quite a few valuable resources for that battle, so I wish I could have preserved more of that, but I hope I can stock up again before the next big battle. And what do we got here? Mason's Journal. And never in all the years of my craft have I felt I was carving my own tomb. This armored husk I once thought a man. He has trapped me here during the renovations. While he says I'm free to leave after the work is done, Ilmata, this god's awful smell, I'm no fool. Well, if this is your skull, then I guess you were right. You didn't make it out of here. But sure, I'll take all of that. So, what do we got here? Looks like some dungeon. Yeah, I think this is like cell block. Anything interesting inside here?
Someone there?
Only one way to find out.
Should be easy.
Me, I don't really need any bonuses for a level 10 lock for Astarion. I think he can't actually roll anything lower than a 10, so that's a guaranteed success.
No, never mind. Can't slow down.
Well, this cell looks almost homey. A dinner planning. The bodies of our lambs must be nourished. An exclusive deal has been made with the runner of a mass grave corpse yard in the Merrick Peatlands. Preserved body will be added from now on as a side to every meal for the faithful. If the prisoners don't like it, they can starve. Yeah, maybe starving is better under these circumstances. Bog body, come on. That can't be healthy. Also, I'm not sure if you're talking about faithful or prisoners. I would think that faithful are like your followers and not your prisoners. Or is it just all one and the same to you? Weird. Really, really weird. Anyway, there's like a backpack that I would like to check out. And it's empty, of course. But let's see, maybe
what a day.
Some interesting stuff in the other
with pleasure
cells. And Again, it's 10. We will definitely roll a 10.
At least things have stayed interesting. No time to rest.
Now this one seems to be empty, except for a bowl. Okay. Oh, there's a keychain. Does this happen to be the keys for the cell's tribunal prison key? Yep. Okay, so we don't actually have to lockpick all of these.
See.
Yep. Okay, someone's inside here. Dear Quill. Dear Quill, do you remember me? We spent the sweet evening chatting to one another after you gave a heart-stopping performance at the Nashkill Inn when I was on patrol tour. I heard you were headed to Baldur's Gate to get your songbook published, and I've pre-ordered my copy. If you'd forgive a humble fist's boldness, I sent you in writing what I wasn't bold enough to say on that night. Each one of your scales is a gem. Your eyes shine brighter than your throat fire. Images of you have best beset me since we met. You must have many suitors as a scholar of love ballads, but perhaps when you get to the gate, you'd meet me one starry night in the Blushing Mermaid. The letter is clearly unfinished, the fist intending to write more before sending it, and clearly that never happened. So I'm guessing this is like a dragonborn musician. I mean, we met some of these. Like one is in the guild hall, but I don't think they were called Quill, so this must be someone else. And yeah, that's all there is to this person. Also, what happened to his head? Poor guy. And yeah, we have like one more cell here, but this looks pretty empty too. Okay, well, nothing else of interest in this place, clearly. Let's head back. I think there was like another door here. Yep.
Let's have a look.
Ooh, what is this? Like the office of this place? Looks like it. A page from Sarevok's book. Oh, well, that sounds like it could be interesting. A page torn from what appears to be a memoir by Sarevok Anchev. The blood of Baal must never be wasted, only multiplied. I knew it from the moment of her birth and every day thereafter. I watched the babe become a woman, Helena, my shape-shifting beauty, my daughter, and Baal's awaiting womb. Okay, so that's his daughter, so she was a shapeshifter. How do you become a shapeshifter? Are you just born that way? Is this like a special form of creature? So was like the mother of Helena a shapeshifter? Or is it just something that happens to some people? Or is there some dark magic involved or whatever? Because I'm not sure if Sarevok is a shapeshifter. So how did his daughter become one? So many questions. Baal's waiting womb. In her I planted my lord's seed. And thus did we beget the blood lamb Orin, the child of my child and Baal's sacrifice in waiting. Oh dear. So Orin is not just his granddaughter, but also his daughter with his own daughter. What a messed up family. I did not know that it would be Orin that Baal favored, not Helena, but it matters not. Orin would help to bring forth a new birth in Baal's name, a world baptized in blood. Okay, so you had a daughter with your own daughter, but apparently she was only supposed to be a sacrifice in waiting. But then Baal liked her more than her mother, and It was Helena who ended up dead. Okay. Great. Charming family. Anyway, there's more stuff we can look at. A legacy ledger, I think. Yep. Herein are logged the blood requisitions, the corpse wealth of our sacrifices, taken from their dead hands. I kinda like the name corpse wealth. It sounds like some ancient Nordic kenning. After chronicling the assassins' claim of their own tithe, the remainder should be brought before the temple's ledger, no longer the butler as in past times. What follows is a detailed financial log of loot from dead targets, always accompanied by indulgent purple prose describing their cause of death. The bureaucracy of murder, I suppose. And, well, this is useful, I guess. And these are just boots and other clothing items of your sacrifices or whatever, I suppose. Sure, I'll take that. And again, this is actually kind of useful. Okay, looks like that's all there is to this place. Let's head back to the main hall. We do have like a quest marker down here. Talk to the murder tribunal sacrifice. Oh, okay. I mean, if I can talk to them, presumably they're not dead, unless I'm supposed to use talk to dead. So, I'm guessing I have to go through here. But first, let me take a quick look around the room to make sure I haven't missed anything. For example, where does this go? Does it go anywhere at all? No, it does not. This is not actually an opening. What about the other side? Again, nothing of interest here. Okay, let's see how we can find that sacrifice. Oh, there's a keyhole. Okay. I was confused for a moment because it doesn't look like there's actually a door here. But do I have a key for this? I do. Oh, it's the abattoir key. Well, let's see what's going on inside here. Oh, what? What the hell are you doing here?
Citizen, get me out of here!
Well, I didn't expect to see you again. Not in this place anyway. So, are you the sacrifice? Well,
Get here and free me at once!
I guess I guess the bar cult was real after all, huh? What do you say about that?
Citizen, thank the gods you're here. My wrinkles are starting to chafe. As an officer of the law, I demand you free me at once.
Yes, of course. Let me take a look at
They're
that.
supposed to be locked up, not me. Get me out!
Chill down. I'm working on it, and yes, I probably should
Trust no one.
Starian, take care of this.
Do you know ears? Or are you just thick? Free
You know, if
me!
you're being a rude dick, I can just leave you here. So, just give me some time.
Release me, you ingrate!
Stop insulting me, or I'm not going to help you. There we go.
Thanks for freeing me so quickly. No idea what those Barlist Burks had planned with me, but those chains were starting to chafe. Though I do wish you'd figured this all out before I
mean,
put the blame for Father Lorgan's murder on that poor refugee. Well, at least it's over now.
I pretty much did figure this all out before you... Well, I guess you already did blame the father, but then I told you what is the real cause of it. I'm pretty sure I told you that it's like a barlist conspiracy, and I was trying to show you proof like the murder list, but I think she wasn't interested. She was just like, yeah, go to that other person, the fella, and she will take care of that. So I think you probably believe me now. This is like the biggest I told you so ever. Anyway, what do we got here? I didn't do it for you, I did it to gain access to Orin. Well, she doesn't need to know about that. How did you end up here? If I know Bal, this isn't over. I think it's best you get out of here. Yes, probably, but how did you end up here? That's a good question.
After our chat at Charet's Caress, I thought it best to polish off the bottle I'd started. I started coming over all woozy. My joints stiffened up quicker than a brothel browser's loins.
I see.
Paralysed. My vision went black. When I woke up, I was in chains. Overall, a terrible ordeal. One deserving of a drink. I bid you good day, but it's been royally shite all round.
So basically, when we met you for the first time, you already drank the poison that would paralyze you. I see. Are you sure we're finished? I think it's best you get out of here. I'm pretty sure we're not finished yet, until we have actually defeated Orin.
You might not be finished. I am. It's plain to see that I'm well out of my depth here.
Well, I guess so.
Well, you gave these reprobates a proper seeing to. You clearly have what I don't. Courage, insight, heroism. The city needs you. Mm-hmm. I overheard these pigs talking. There's a Baal temple deep within the old Undercity that the cult is using. A century ago, it was destroyed by a group of heroic sorts. Let's hope history repeats itself, eh? This place is foul as piss. I'm out of here.
And now she just vanishes again. It seems like a very convenient excuse to say, well, I am not the hero, you are. This is not my cup of tea, and I'm out of my depth, so I'm just going to disappear. Even though, I guess, stuff like that would be your job, right? But okay, I suppose we will we'll continue this. There's some stuff in here we can check out.
Let's get going.
And what do we got here? Valeria's spare pipe. Tusk chewed and bent slightly to sit neatly under a trunk. This pipe has seen a great deal of the city's craven underbelly. Valeria's hookah. Valeria's trunk balm. A mysterious liquid has dried to the bottom of the bottle. Valeria's snuff. This glass vial has been scrubbed clean of its former contents. And Mastodonian Memoirs, Volume 1, Investigator Valeria. Okay. This lightly crumpled personal missive, parchment humming with Mount Celestia's radiance, boasts sporadically recorded entries in a Holophant's life. Bloody planetars, I tell them every time they deploy her. If you send someone to observe the blood war, there's a danger they could be recruited. Every time they say it's a minor heresy. Why? Zariel wouldn't be the first to fall. The Xander's light doesn't reach that far down into the plains. Okay, what is your business with the blood war? They say crime doesn't pay around here. They say that in a world of purest good, who would have motive to do evil? They also say the path to the hells is paved in good intentions. So which is it? Of course they don't really know. Hypocrites, the lot of them. It's just one bloody adage after another up here. But if you ask what any of them mean, why, who, what, no one's interested. So what place is she talking about? Lulu's no help either. She's a model Hollyphant, a perfect example my superiors are quick to remind me. And she's fallen for Zariel's act, hook and all. No, it's not an act. Zariel believes what she's saying. She's just wrong, foolish, and Lulu's a fool to believe it too. It's official. I depart for Baldur's Gate at the earliest opportunity. Spreading conspiracy, disorderly drinking. First, I didn't know there was a prohibition in place. Second, if you don't want me drunk, don't send me to the Feywild. Gnomes have the best meat. And all other allegations weighing against my person have tipped my reputation over the edge of a cloud down to Torrel. Of course, it's not phrased like that. Your sense of justice is needed by the mortals. Okay, are you not mortal? Baldur's Gate has a lively tavern scene. Piss off. I know what they're really thinking. Paints the trunk, the lot of them. So apparently, from whatever place she was from, Mount Celestia, I suppose, they kind of wanted her gone because she was drinking too much. Not to say I told you so, but my connections tell me Zariel's broken code to intervene in the blood war. If only someone had warned them. Apparently she killed a horde of ye no-goose gnolls running rampant down here in Toril. Her heart's in the right place. It's a shame her sword isn't. She's too reckless to be led near the blood war, and I reckon this is just the beginning. But alas, I've picked up a rather handy new phrase since setting up in Baldur's Gate. That's none of my business. Interesting. So apparently she is familiar with Zariel, and she came here from Mount Celestia, and people there didn't really like her. Okay. And I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with all of that. It doesn't have any value, and she didn't take it, so I guess I will, and I don't know, probably still sell it or whatever. I think there was like, yep, there's another chest over here. Let's take a quick look at that as well. And
Don't touch me.
You will have to lockpick this for me.
Touch.
Well, this one is a little bit more difficult.
Looking ahead.
So, what do we got here? Some arrows and memoirs of my death. This is a memoir describing in detail the visions of Baal seen by Sarevok Anshev after his death in the Baal temple centuries ago. The brethren often ask me, what was it like to die? They expect me to present a warring conflict, the humiliation of defeat against the honor of sacrifice. But once dead, it is impossible to think of oneself of life, for you are in Baal's own embrace. Baal's domain is a red wasteland in a starless sky, halted in time before the collapse of the final sun. There I wandered, tasting the end of all things. I was dragged back from the precipice, bound to a living husk again by my mocking sibling. I resented it at first. I had forgotten how to breathe, to eat, all the animal functions of the petty who cling to life. But when I was cruelly resurrected, my faith was bolstered more through my death than it could be through life. I would bring about Baal's perfect finale, the melting of the crimson sun above the lakes of blood. It will happen. This world will be carved in his image. Yeah, not if we can say something about that. But hey, I mean, we brought you back into Baal's own embrace, so I guess you should be grateful. So, it's not so bad, right? We just gave you what you apparently wanted.
If not over, then through.
But yeah, it looks like we have seen everything here and in the adjacent room. So, I guess the next thing we need to do is find the Temple of Baal. Now we have the Baalist amulet and the Temple of Baal's location, we can finally face Orin. And this updated as well. Valeria feels indebted to us for having saved her from an untimely death. She and her city watch are prepared to support us in the final battle. Okay, at least she's going to show us her gratitude, and this one is finished as well. And yeah, I do believe I know where that temple is. We did find like the map. And it says it's like near the Undercity ruins, so it's probably the door we have seen before, but couldn't enter. Undercity ruins, that should be it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be this door. Also, while we're here, we may as well want to sell some stuff. Oh, there's actually some stuff lying around here. Also, I just remembered something that I noticed a few episodes ago. You remember when we came to the sewers for, not the first time, like the second time, and we met the mad mage, and he told us that story about how he and Bareki and a third person, I think Saren was her name, were hiding in the sewers because Gortish's people were after them. And then they got paranoid and they killed Saren, and then we found Saren's skeleton after we killed the mage, and it was missing like the head, and we could like enter or input like an item into the skeleton, presumably the head. But I wasn't sure where to look for it. But then when I edited that episode later, I noticed something that the mage told us when we met him for the first time. And he said that Bareki took her head. So he should be having the head. Or maybe he put it somewhere. I don't know. But he's apparently the one who stole the head from Saren's corpse. So maybe he's actually having it in his
The penitent looks at you
inventory.
silently.
I didn't really pay attention to that,
Expectantly.
obviously. He doesn't talk, so we can't ask him for the head.
There's the slightest flicker of acknowledgement in his
Let's
eyes.
maybe take a look at his stuff again. Well, he doesn't have it in his trade inventory, I'm afraid. Also, I think I will maybe start looking for some useful ingredients, specifically like the hyena's ears, since, you know, these speed potions are pretty damn useful. I still have a few in my camp, like 4 or 5, I believe, so I still have a good amount of them, but I wouldn't mind having more. But either way, I'm going to sell you my crap, I guess, and I would like to find out what you did with that head. But yeah, that's kind of like one of the advantages of having a Let's Play. Because when I, edit the episode, I usually look at all of it again. Sometimes I skip over some of the dialogue, but very often I can, like, listen to dialogue again. And very often I notice some details or stuff that I missed the first time. So that's what happened in this case. And yeah, this is another thing we need to investigate at some point. It's kind of valuable, but I would like to know what this is for. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to need Valeria's stuff, so I'm going to sell you all of that. And I can give you 6 skulls if you give me Saren's skull in return. Would you do that for me? Okay, do you have anything that you want to sell? Yes, we have a bit of stuff here, like all these pieces of armor. And I'm always unhappy if I have like very rare weapons and whatnot that I'm not using, but sometimes I just can't find anyone to take them. Okay, I don't think I want to buy anything. But,
Penitent blinks, you think? You were dismissed.
Is there any way to get you to give me the skull? I mean, there's some stuff over here that I haven't actually noticed before. Okay, let's
Better not
maybe
be
see if we
cursed.
can read this. A common religious passage, often recited as a funeral blessing. The Zender to light, Selune to guide, Kalimvor to judge, a passage to provide. A new passage takes over, adding to the common refrain a darker verse. For those who yet live unworthy in guilt, no god's light shall find what hell they have built. Well, that doesn't help me at all. There's a pouch though. The problem is that this apparently requires some stealing. Let's maybe
Well,
send a Starion in for some
This way.
theft.
Leave no tracks.
Okay, can you take a look inside the pouch? And there it is, Sarion's skull. So the mage was right, it was Baraki who took it. This skull was not subject to decay, but stripped clean of flesh entirely. Only the faintest of scratch marks mar the otherwise gleaming bone, a sign of great care or perhaps even reverence. Okay, look, I'm not interested in your gold and stuff. Oh, what the hell? A headless
No one stopped
ghost.
me yet.
Well, I'm guessing that this is Sared's ghost.
I have a lot on my mind.
Um,
And, well, in
okay.
it.
I guess we should
What
just...
in the hells is that skull doing?
Yeah, I guess the skull is indeed the one that is taken from the corpse, and the ghost will follow us as long as we have the skull. So maybe we should just return and put the skull back where it belongs. But there was like something else over here that I would like to take a look at.
Moving ahead.
C is for Cinder, assassin, wizard of Thay. D is for death stalkers, cultist who slay. What is that supposed to
No
mean?
one back home will ever believe this.
But either way, before we take a look at the door, let's return to the place with the skeleton, which I guess is somewhere around here. Yep, I see like some grease ball remains, so this must be the right location. And here it is. And the ghost is still following us. I guess you can give this to me. Probably doesn't matter. Now the ghost is over here. And I will put back the skull. And there we go. And now the ghost is no longer headless. You're welcome. And, well, she gave us a reward. Peace at last. We laid a thankful ghost to rest by combining its skull and skeleton. You receive Chances Carsonet. Innate fortitude. Once per long rest. You can use a reaction to make an attack roll or saving throw with advantage. Oh, well, I suppose that's kind of nice. There might be some of my companions that have like necklaces that are no crappier than that. And now it's just a skeleton. Okay, so we successfully finished that. And I guess while we're at it, we may as well see if we can do anything with that weird flask. I mean, it says action, but what exactly am I supposed to do with it? Okay, I can inspect it. I suppose we will do that.
Decorated with a grinning face, this cold iron flask is sealed with a brass stopper.
Arcana, investigate the flask, remove the stopper, return the flask to your pack. Yeah, I guess I should maybe investigate first, but maybe I should do it with my special headband on. Okay, now let's investigate again.
The flask is cold and heavy in your hand.
Okay, now let's use the Arcana skill check. It's not even that difficult skill check. Alright. Success.
Disguised among the decorative elements, you notice a familiar arcane engraving. This is a powerful magical item, capable of trapping and holding a creature. The sealed stopper suggests it is inhabited.
Oh, so something is inside it. So if I remove the stopper, whatever is inside will get out. I mean, at some point I probably will remove the stopper, but I think this should be something for another time. Because there's a chance that whatever is inside is not friendly. So we will keep this in mind, but I think we don't have to do this now. Instead, let's take a look at the door. Could have just fast traveled here. There's like a sigil right next to it, but okay, whatever. Okay, let's see. Can we open the door now?
I'll give it a shot.
The vessel returns, most shamefully unleaking.
What do you mean?
Prove your faith.
Unleaking. Am I not bloody enough? I have an amulet of Baal. Let me pass, door. I have proven my faith to the tribunal. I am an unholy assassin of Baal. How can I prove myself? Well, I mean, I have the amulet. I hope that's going to be enough.
You hold proof of faith, but to hold and deserve are different. How have you proven yourself in the Dreadlord's eyes?
Yeah, well, about that. I'm one of Baal's unholy assassins. I slaughtered the murder tribunal. I'm so glad I can actually pick this option. You know, they tried to pass judgment on me, but I didn't like their judgment, so I just killed the judge. Does this count?
Unorthodox. But a show of faith,
okay,
nonetheless.
apparently it counts.
Walk in
Nice.
blood.
Nice indeed. Okay, so we can move on, and ooh, that is an autosave. What's going on here, Justin? Lots of daggers, nothing else, but there's like a parchment as well. To gain admittance to the Baal Temple, you must cross Manslaughter Chasm. What kind of name is that? I mean, it's descriptive, but it seems to lack creativity, honestly. But if you are weak, like this aspirant, the Far Slayer will deny you passage. Defeat him or die. Okay, so we still have to fight someone before we get to the temple. Okay. In that case, we should definitely take that long rest before we continue, because I would like to go in fully prepared. I may even want to like change my team a little bit. So I guess we will go to camp now. And I guess I will quickly check if my companions have any new dialogue.
Private word would be nice.
My favorite traveling companion.
Okay, doesn't look like it. Although sometimes it's just some companions.
How can I help?
Darling?
Okay, nothing new here. And yeah, I hope that this spot is going to be filled again soon.
You come to speak of the last time Minsk stood watch? The snoring, it was boo.
And no, that's not what I came here for. I'm just trying to see if anyone has any new dialogue. Yeah, she apparently sometimes just doesn't say anything at all. You have a history with Sarevok. That seems to be new. At least I don't remember that option, unless I forgot.
Nothing so grand. He was just another broken little ballspawn who tried to clamber to glory over the corpses of others. There was a time when he might have made more of himself. He was certainly given the chance after we threw him down, but he slunk back into his father's shadow instead. There is nothing more to say of him.
And now he's dead. Again. And yeah, I guess I could have taken her to that battle, but I honestly didn't remember that she already had like some involvement with him. And I mean, I'm still not really comfortable with, you know, using her skills. I always feel that she's too much on the side of spells that require concentration and so on. So I have certain party members that I prefer for like the really tough battles, because I feel I can, you know, use them correctly in battle. And sadly, Jaheira is currently not one of them. Maybe I should respect her and try to build her in a different way that she's more useful to me. I don't know.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
And it looks like no one else has anything to say.
Always good to talk, my friend.
Oakfather preserve you.
Okay, that's all of them. And yeah, I guess I will take a long rest, maybe prepare for the next battle, bring along more speed potions, and I will think about maybe changing my team a little bit. We'll see about that. But I guess for the time being, we will call it a day. As always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.